A horror story in 4 parts. Part 1, The Tavern in the Mountains. The wind howled like a wounded beast as Adrian trudged through the Carpathian wilderness. The narrow mountain road twisted like a serpent beneath the pale moon, flanked by skeletal trees that reached for the sky with gnarled fingers. His horse had collapsed miles ago, and now, with the night pressing in, he had no choice but to continue on foot. Then, as if conjured from the fog itself, a warm glow flickered ahead, a building nestled against the craggy cliffs. A tavern! Adrian quickened his pace, his boots crunching over the frozen ground. As he approached, he noticed something odd. The sign above the door was ancient and worn, the name barely legible beneath centuries of grime. But he could still make it out. The Devil's Tavern. A shiver crept up his spine. Superstitions ran deep in these mountains. He had heard whispers of a cursed inn, a place where travelers vanished without a trace. But the bitter cold gnawed at his bones, and his exhaustion drowned out his fear. He stepped inside. Warmth embraced him. A fire roared in the massive hearth, casting flickering shadows along the wooden walls. A handful of silent patrons sat hunched over their drinks, their faces hidden beneath cloaks and wide-brimmed hats. Behind the bar stood a gaunt innkeeper, his sunken eyes locking onto Adrian the moment he entered. "You must be cold," the innkeeper rasped. "A room, perhaps?" Adrian hesitated. There was something unnatural about the man's gaze, too hollow, too expectant. But he was too weary to care. "Yes," Adrian said. "A room. And a meal, if you have it." The innkeeper nodded, his expression unreadable. "Of course. But one rule." He gestured around the tavern. Every mirror was covered. Heavy black cloths draped over each reflective surface, as if hiding something beneath. "You must not remove the coverings," the innkeeper said, his voice barely above a whisper. Adrian frowned. "Why?" The man's lips twitched. "For your own good." The fire crackled. The patrons remained silent. Somewhere, in the depths of the tavern, a *** floorboard creaked, *** though no one had moved. Adrian felt it then. Something was watching him. Something unseen,